VODS segment. Anyway, OFCRA. You know it, you love it. We'll put a prediction up in a little bit. If you want to follow along with what I'm about to talk about, feel free to do the exclamation point mission command. And we will go ahead and go over all the objectives. So this is Blue 4 versus Op 4. Op 4 is going to be the Somali National Army. Blue 4 is going to be the Ethiopian Armed Forces. I'm assuming Op 4 is going to spawn up there. Blue 4 spawning down there. Blue 4 can't rush Op 4. Looks like Blue 4 is actually going to be mainly on defense, but Blue 4 is not. I love that they have that's the anti-rush script, but they put an extra word in there that Twitch doesn't like me to say. So I'll just leave it there and, you know, feign ignorance. Anyway,
send in Goat Team 6.
Basically, this is just a powwow between the two factions. So, the final overall common objective, this is a 90-minute round, by the way, so at the end of the 90-minute round, we need to have either side taking the village and hospital area. That is worth 3 points. Now, Blue 4 has 2 additional objectives, actually 3 objectives. Okay, now, hold on. I'm tabbed out. Who did the gift subs? C is back with the gift subs. If you got a sub from C,
send in Goat Team
make sure you
6
thank him or her.
now.
Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Send in Goat Team 6
Tabbing
now.
back in. Hold on, getting my menus back up because my computer doesn't like when I tab into armor like that. All right, otherwise, Blue 4 has 3 additional objectives. They have to protect 2 generators at the radar position by the hour marker. Radar position is up there. That is worth 5 points. If Op 4 destroys them by the hour marker, they get 5 points. If 1 generator is destroyed but 1 is left standing, neither side gets the 5 points. Fun fact. If you kill the enemy commander, you get a point, and then survival bonus, you win points if you have more than 8 people alive on your side by the end of the game. That is worth an additional 2 points. So, basically, the main focus is going to be this radar installation. If you can destroy the generators at the radar site, you're more than likely going to win unless you literally throw everything in to Hail Mary it and then everyone dies and the other faction just takes the hospital and village area, wipes your entire side and kills your enemy commander. At that point, they will gain 3, 4, 5, 6 points and still win. So Op 4 can't just Hail Mary it, and Blue 4 honestly just has to have a strong arm, weak arm defense and proactively throw some units in blocking positions to stop Op 4 from coming in. With this being a 90-minute round, Op 4 has a lot of time to maneuver forces around because they're not going to assault this radar hill from the north. I mean, look at the inclination there between, 243 meters and 92 meters above sea level. So they're going to have to find a way to get on the southern side and push in. Blue 4 is going to probably have forces on the high ground defending this in a nice 360. So I wonder what assets Op 4 has to help lock that area down. Op 4 on offense here, Blue 4 on defense. Final numbers as I tab in to look at TeamSpeak, we are at about 112. So it's a lower day, so we'll see how everything goes. Give back years of YouTube watch time. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. And the poll is up. We'll see how all that goes. Hopefully round will begin in about 2 minutes, and we'll just have to see how OFCRA goes from there. Pirates with people against malnutrition. Sorry, with people that make malnutrition look good. Shut up, Zam. Good God. Ah, man. Overall, all right, 5 minutes left to start. Looking at the AO here, I mean, as long as Blue 4 locks down the radio, then they can just send forces down and counterattack the hospital area. They don't even need to put forces on the hospital. They can just fully defend the radar and then trickle their forces down. Actually, there's no reason for them to take the village, because if they keep the radar and get the 5 points there, they just have to stay on defense, because they'll get 2 additional points if 8 or more of their units are alive. So there's not really any inclination for them to go down to the village hospital as long as they have high numbers. Of course, we're going to see an attack on the village hospital for the last 30 minutes. I honestly think they're just going to have forces down there to hold it anyway, which I think is a bit of a mistake. You just have a larger defense line over a kilometer and completely lock down these open areas. You can have a vanguard, and if you need to put forces down in additional spots, you can have a vanguard force here, here, and here. And then just internal defense lines there, like in these 4 spots. You can have an Overwatch force right there. You can, like, literally layer defensive lines on this area. And once you identify where OPFOR is coming from, let's say they're attacking from over here, you can just send stuff down to reinforce and then stuff to bump down and then counterattack on the side. You can make this AO hell for your attackers, but I really want to see what OPFOR has in terms of offensive capability to stop Blue 4 from just entirely entrenching this hill. Because we've seen in OFCRA, they usually get a lot of fun assets to work with. So beyond that, I don't know. I'm going to take a free hydrate. Yeah, right, Zam? Crazy how all that works. Thank you for the hydrate. I just used it. But yeah, anyway, later today we'll have Pog. Pog fixed their server and assured me last week that the mission's ready to go. I'm going to laugh my ass off if it breaks again. But I know Patch is going to make sure that doesn't happen because he's very dedicated to that stuff. And then we'll probably have some late night dev stream stuff I'll work on Saturday and Monday's mission files. And then, I don't know, maybe some super late night Daisy or some, we'll at least have Daisy tomorrow morning though. When you're going to play Tarkov, I don't know, striking. It's not high on the radar, and even then that's going to take a lot of sound development, which I'd prefer to off-source to someone else because it takes a while. And I'm not going to get sound guy back till... He shot me an estimate till March. Late March at the earliest, but more likely mid-April or early May. That's the more likely area, but there's a chance he'll be back late March. What's he doing? It has to do with current events, and that's all I'm going to say for the sake of his privacy. Has the mission already started? Nope, it is about to. Replace his sound bites with Red Riding Hood noises. Zam, I think you know my, you know what, never mind. Anyway, Zam, I think Zam knows, but... Ay. To explain, an old friend of mine once hacked into my account for April Fool's Day and replaced all my sound bites with sound bites from this Red Riding Hood parody that happens to have explicit material in it. And that was a very funny time. That was a very funny time. God, I haven't talked to her in forever, but you know what? That's a good thing. Oh. All right.
It's a bug.
Mission has started. That is the sound of about 110 people moving into the T-FAR channel. I'm going to tab out one more time and verify. We're at about 115. All right, cool. Is this a milsim? It's a coalition of various different groups, both casual and milsim, so it's hard to really say because that's kind of a hybridized thing. But yeah. New here, what prediction or what are we talking about? This is a PvP match, so the predictions on which side is going to win between Somalians on OPFOR and Ethiopians on Blue 4. Now, looking at everything here, OPFOR as the Somalians, we've got AKs, PPSHs. We've got, is that a scoped Kar 98? Yeah, it's a scoped bolt action rifle, essentially. We got some RPGs in play, a little bit of desync as the server calibrates everything. Crewmen only have handguns. We got some SKSs in play as well. And I'm trying to see if there's any dedicated machine guns. We do have some PKMs in play as well. But that appears to be it. They've got some body armor as well, but definitely no helmets. So we've got two BTR 60s, two MTLBs. Difference is BTR 60s have the KPTV, 14.5mm 50-round heavy machine gun, as well as the 7.62 coax that has 250 rounds, and then the MTLBs only have the 7.62 coax. We have two T-72s in play.
Oh yeah, I mentioned.
We have a command car in play. We've got another 2 BTR-60s in play. And then we have a towable D30. I'm not sure if that is a direct fire D30 or an artillery D30 battery. That would be pretty based if it was an actual artillery D30, because that would help them actually take the radar installation. Otherwise, Blue 4, as our Ethiopian forces, we've got 3 M113s. Each one of these is going to have 100-round boxes of 50 cal, which can penetrate the BTRs and MTLBs. We've got 2 T-34s in play, and we have a command jeep. Their weaponry appears to be mostly American World War II based and Korean War based. We've got Mark 14s, M1 Garand. And I'm trying to see what else. We've got some Browning 1919 A6s. So that's a 30 cal heavy machine gun. Actually, would technically classify as a medium machine gun. We also got some M60s in play, also medium machine guns. Because the heavy machine gun would be the Browning 50 cal. And we got more M60s in play. Handguns only for the crewmen, and we got some transport trucks. We've got some bazookas in play as well. And they've got the M2 carbine with the drum mag. Not the drum mag, excuse me, the curved stick mag, so that has either 20 or 30 rounds. I don't exactly remember. And I think that is it asset-wise. I don't see any statics in use. Mission started in 5 minutes. Looking at our 2 commanders tonight, we have, it looks like Ivno commanding Op4. He's the only one with the commanding icon. Again, if he dies, the opposing faction gains a point. And Flip for Flap for Blue 4. And he's got a hat on, he's got Mark 14. Alright. Caliber-wise, both people rocking 7.62, though Blue 4 have 5.1, Op 4 have 3.9. So Blue 4's weaponry is mostly going to be bigger, especially with the freaking M1 Garands on play here. Good old 30-06. But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at the radar installation. The 2 generators are out in the open. This makes me think that that D30 battery on Op 4 isn't an artillery D30, it's a direct fire D30, which can still cause a lot of damage to fortified positions as long as they can get in the right spot. But if it was artillery, they'd just shell this hill and that would be the end of it. But we've got a lot of good overwatch positions that Blue 4 can get on and basically lock down this massive hill here. And then the village that needs to be controlled with the hospital is down here. Hospital, fully enterable, that's quite nice. This is a pretty large AO, but it's a bit far from being overwatched from the other positions, but Blue 4 could easily come down these ridges, get on the smaller ones, and support each other as they move in. I seriously think Blue 4 should just lock down the radar position, and then if they feel the need to, go in and attack the hospital position. Now, I like to divide OFCRA into 3 30-minute categories: your early game, your mid game, your late game. I think whoever is going to win is going to be calculated by mid-game unless it's a draw, in which case Op 4 destroys one of the power plants, or power generators, but not the other, in which case this Op is going to get very interesting for late game. But I have a feeling the tank placement's going to be very important, but those tanks are going to be almost useless attacking up these very large ridges. I'll see if Blue 4 finds a way to put their T-34s on the ridgeline and lock down these open field areas. I feel like that would be the best way for them to use them. Maybe have one locking down the village and another up here somehow, but the traction of those T-34s, it's going to be very difficult for them to find a way up on this really hilly territory because there's no roads that go up it. So we'll probably see a few tanks flip themselves as they try to move in. But with Op 4 being mostly mechanized, it's going to be really tough for them to utilize those vehicle assets to actually get up on the radar position. I'm going to be honest, attacking from here actually seems advisable because at least they can then put the vehicles up on angles to support an attack on the ridge. But yeah, no, just with the hand OPFOR is dealt, the direct approach might be better so their vehicles can at least support, especially with the tanks and the D30. Blue 4 might be too busy putting forces on their back line, but no, I'm going to say OPFOR might actually want to go for just a direct confrontation, because otherwise they're just going to have to put their infantry in the back line and lose any number advantage they might have as the attackers to just crewing vehicles that are just going to be completely useless in that high-end terrain. So this should be an interesting one for sure. Player view distance would probably have, I actually don't know their exact view distance, probably up to a click and a half, so around right here. I like to set mine a little higher, but I mean, if we were to go right here and look from this camera to Blue 4, that is about, actually, hell, we can measure it. This render distance here is about a click and a half, I want to say. Yeah. I think usually they have that. So they have 4 kilometers in view distance, so yeah, no, they'll be able to lock down these places easily. Ilbanek is a seasoned player of OFCRA, so he will be able to answer any of those questions. So yeah, my thing just updated to everyone's view distance there, actually, to answer that question. So this is the max view distance. So those tanks will definitely be able to lock things down. Ooh, when it got a little darker. All right. Mission starts, Blue 4. Wow. That is the quickest death I have ever seen in OFCRA. You can't make that up. That's amazing. That was what, 5 seconds? 10 seconds? That was beautiful. Oh. That was brilliant. The quickest death in the West. Looks like OPFOR is going to just go down directly here. We have someone else that just got run over. Oh, this is brilliant. And now he's just disappeared. What is going on? All right, we got OPFOR sending a tank north. And they're still mounting up. We'll see how their movement goes eventually. MTLB kicking up dirt. Looking back at Blue 4, it looks like they're actually sending forces out to potentially counterattack. Gene has somehow exited the vehicle, and he's running on foot. Blue 4 have blown themselves up. Do they have a spare truck back at base? They do, so it's not too bad. They can just move back and pick that up. Ah, yes. Second and third world militaries at their finest. Oh my god, they're gonna actually have the tank bold this. Let's see it. Probably a little bit of desync. But anyway, I probably missed a few things people brought up, so if you want to bring them up again, I will do my best to answer them. I apologize, there's only so much I can do. Absolutely armored it. Oh boy. BTR just cut off the tank. Alright, so they're able to actually get the T-34s up the hills better than I thought. The poor transmission on that T-34. Yeah, so I'm not sure why not another. I think those two are going back for those trucks. They're just huddled up at the moment. It's going to take OPFOR at least 10 to 15 minutes to properly deploy. I have no idea where this Blue 4 force is going, but I do appreciate the idea to try to counterattack. Sergeant Fluffers, the saboteur. Telling you, man. All right, so they're going to freeze the server. All right, so we have a hold. They're just gonna freeze the server to basically let the server catch up because of the desync, because it's a new server. We also have Rizbo dead. Oh god. What the heck happened here? Why are there a bunch of dead blue for? Why is Manchote? You know, I think the freezing of everything did a little more harm than good. Well, Blue 4 is down a full squad. Is the Blue 4 commander still alive? Yes, Flip for Flap is indeed still alive. Well, I don't know how they died halfway in OFCRA territory, but, well, they did. Commander's pulling back immensely. These guys are being respawned, but they're deep in OFCRA territory.
Ça, c'est vraiment le stuff de base.
Ok. Ça pourrait être monster. Ah bah non,
Évitez de looter les cadavres.
Pour équiper, moi. Enfin,
Ah bah non,
ok.
j'ai même pas l'équipement que j'avais de base.
It's a very interesting time in Africa today.
Ça a pas sauvegardé.
Ah ouais, mais...
On repasse sur le canal OFCRA. Canal 2 les gars.
Par contre ça a pas sauvegardé notre équipement donc
Là
prenez
il y a le
votre
médic.
équipement.
Là j'ai le médic. Le médic il est... c'est le corps tout à l'est.
Yeah, so I guess someone respawned as Vanilla, so he's just grabbing all of his stuff back. I'd imagine they're going to be teleported back. I put my render distance back up. It's the Blue 4 behind enemy lines airborne group, alright? That's how the Ethiopians get stuff done. So here's the weird thing, is that Blue 4 is actually going to be able to catch OFCRA coming down this riverbed here. But they're just going super far north for some silly reason. Like, if they were just to overwatch the riverbed, they'd be fine, but I think they're bypassing. Oh, they might be stopping here, actually, but let's see if OFCRA can sneak stuff under their nose. It's a Hano drop, high altitude, no opening. You're right. So that BTR might be able to sneak by. Looking at the rest of the map here, OFCRA is going to do the whole come around from the south side as I predicted. But it looks like they're diverting into two separate groups here. Now, is anyone going to notice that BTR? Tank could easily snipe that BTR, but that's only if someone notices it.
Yeah.
But I think he's
Tank,
too busy
please,
trying to
step back.
micro his tank. And the tank just slid down the hill. Nope, BTR's in defilade.
Yes. Wait. In the trench, what is that?
BTR.
BRDM.
No, BTR.
145, 150.
Southeast.
They're passing us, bypassing us.
Go send the tank.
150, using the trench line, you see it?
No.
160 now, 160.
Wait.
See him?
Oh my gosh, it's the TSB Scout Squad bus. And they're actually gonna get away with it because of how deep this thing goes. That's brilliant. They're screaming to stop moving. Oh my god. No, it's a PNG, you're right. And now they're just gonna chill in here. I bet you these guys can still see him.
No, we can shoot for, get the M2 ready, just get it on the crest of the hill up here, and then we'll start our pressing.
Oppressing, you mean suppressing, broski. But hey, you can oppress them too.
Watch out. Gene, watch out. Yeah, just get up. Get up first.
It is a good use of terrain, I agree. Where are you going?
Alright, get ready to start lining up. Yeah.
Where are you, sir?
I think he sees us. One's staring.
Well, I feel bad for the TSB boyos. They're about to have a bad time. See, the funny thing is that tank might be able to come over and counter later, but yeah, their attack's going to be ineffective at this point, so
It's the second guy to the front.
that was just a mismanagement of the tank, in all honesty. But now, is the tank going to charge him? Here's the issue. They have an RPG, so if they try to go CQC with them, they're not going to get anywhere. I'm wondering if they're going to snipe the BTR, but that's just going to alert these guys. They might be able to actually turn around and get a pick-off.
Wait,
Tanks are not the fucking loud.
that's a 113. Yeah, that's a 113.
So they hear the tank coming, they turn around, they saw it.
Break. Tank position. There is enemies in tank position.
Right back.
Just
Gotta
start
start shooting
shooting
with the 50. Start shooting with the
Start
50.
shooting with the
Start
50.
Shooting with the 50.
Yeah, because they're staring right at each other.
Shoot, move.
Pro Hunter's having an issue acquiring targets.
Give me your nut 50 cal.
Pro's having trouble getting out of the vehicle.
Whoever's in the gunner. Are we serious? There's a fucking...
Are you serious? There's a dude in there.
Are you sure no one's in gunner?
Well, fuck it.
Bro, you're in gunner.
Done.
They
Alright,
just lost the
let's
shot.
see. How far we think that is?
500 men.
That is not 500. Crazy enough, that was actually partially on target. Now the tank's shooting the BTR. Yeah, they're actually landing shots really close to Sam. Now I wonder if Sam will just camp the tree and hit the tank if it comes up. Really risky to blow that up next to you because cook-off could also injure you. So no, like, just camp. Just camp. Just be patient, wait for it to come up, and camp it. So I wonder if this T-72 will come around and do something to the 34. OFCRA is spending a lot of time just doing this massive reach around here. Blue 4 have set up some good ridgeline defenses to lock this area down. Not a lot of good rear security, though, so OFCRA might be in a good position to just come up and lock that area down, essentially. 113 is now pushing to cut them off. Oh yeah, it's OFCRA. You're going to see whole wide-ass flanks like that. So we see OPFOR doing a bit of dismounting. They're not going to commit to the push. See, here's another mistake I think they just made. They should have still kept one or two people up here as Overwatch. But then again, I don't think they have short-range radios. So what they would need to do is have someone in the radio of this long range to tell the infantry, and then they keep the long range guy up here, and then they communicate back and forth. Why is there blood up here? They communicate back and forth with the vehicle because it's long range radio, so they have much bigger range where they see the forces coming out. And if they don't see them poke their heads out, basically they'd send the tank one way and the vehicle one way. Well, then you literally just leave him with a fire team-sized element up there and still do 360 in case there's units coming down. But this is a full squad, so you should be able to split it between two teams to accomplish two objectives. Now, here's what's scaring me here. Lolo's coming out on his own. He's about to run into these guys. He gets spotted. He's in a very bad position. That's a great grenade. Unfortunately, it was a smoke. 113 hasn't found their position yet, so it's suppressing left. And now Lolo's screwed. Sam with the RPG to save. Misses! Lolo needs to pop more smoke. These guys need to get in the riverbed and keep going. Lead your shot. M113 just magically got hit by the power of Disney. They're trying to pop grenades out and disengage immediately. That was a smart call, because that's going to allow these guys to get away. They need to smoke their escape here and run, because they're getting pursued, but that's blocking off Blue 4's ability to basically follow them. It's a new server, so you should expect a little bit of desync. It's the ninja vanish. Exactly. Op4 did take the D, or excuse me, Blue 4, no, excuse me, Op4, I was right the first time. They did take the D30. I have no idea where it is. So we see them also grabbing places, trying to get some intel on areas they are around. I have no idea where that D30 is being towed at the moment. Op4 have sent forces up over here. Otherwise, the main bit of action is them trying to engage these forces as they move, and the only people that have scopes are marksmen. Sam, you had one of those. Why didn't you use that in the first... whatever. You guys can't afford to be pinned right now. You gotta keep moving. Someone's gotta toss a smoke, and you gotta keep going, because you're just giving them more time to advance on you. You know better. Yeah. Yeah, where's the smoke? Where's the looking at enemy tracers behind you and coordinating where you need to move? Because this is a very bad open kill zone, and that tank's gonna lock them down now. They should have stayed in the riverbed. I have no idea why they did not stay in the riverbed. That was their mistake. Because now their backs are gonna be towards the open enemy, and they still have a tank. Here's the issue. That was their AT guy. So now they don't have any way to counter that tank if it continues to push. And if Blue 4's smart, now they know they can just charge with the silly tank. But the order to push out of that riverbed was a massive mistake. Should have just kept it going. Slushy, Dragon Rear, Lolo, and Seismo, otherwise at the top of the hill. This gives them a lot of options on where to go. They should just cut it left and stick to the thickest trees they can. And that's the second casualty. Could still wake back up, but these two need to move. And second KIA. Like, I think they left the riverbed because they saw how long this was and they didn't want to risk it, but at the end of the day, if the tank pushed them, because the tank can only engage them if it comes super close, they had AT to deal with it. They could have just suppressed and continued to move and just bounded away in two-man teams, but, well, it's TSB. They're not that organized, unfortunately. Now, what needs to be coordinated, though, is Seismo with the LR. You have a smoke... He has smoke grenades selected, which means he has them. So he needs to be coordinating with these two T-72s to at least come down and eliminate that group, but yeah. And Slushy, I agree, they should have kept going down the riverbed. Could have gone down bounding teams at 2 or kept smoking, suppressing. If the tank pushed you could AT it, but there needed to be coordination with the T-72s to at least take the ass. Very silly. Very silly. Because there was a right way to do this and a wrong way to do it, and that was the wrong way. And what bugs me the most is you have 2 tanks that you can call up and say, hey, get on this ridge. Give us some support. You can snipe the enemy tank. That's all right, Slushy. Have fun. Because now the tank's going to continue to go down. But again, if OFCRA just waited in the riverbed and you saw that Sam had a penetrator round. He could have point blank instantly killed the T-34 with the penetrator cap round. I forget the exact designation, but it's the one with the extra round in front that's meant to penetrate and then detonate inside and kill everybody. But no, they're basically letting a more mobile force take them out, especially since they hit the 113. They were golden after that point because that limited the infantry's mobility. The only thing they could have done then at that point was send the tank up ahead, and they could have just AT'd the tank too. You know? It's a tandem warhead. That's it. Thank you. But now they're just going to constantly get pursued here. Because look at this. They keep going through open... You could literally go tree to tree here, guys. Stop going through open areas. You're just going to keep getting spotted and shot. See, why are these tanks here? And they're spotted. And Twig shot.
I don't have tracers.
Oh, he's got a Springfield, I think.
I hit one.
No, that's a Lee Enfield.
They're kind of climbing down into...
Yeah, I love those bandaging. I'm really surprised we're not seeing these tanks move on to potentially snipe that T-34. Oh, well. I don't think Blue 4 is going to continue to pursue past here because there's just too many trees and their tank's not going to be able to support them. Well, no. OFCRA has a long-range radio, and they are certainly in range of the tank, so I don't know why there's a miscoordination here. They could have kept them in the open riverbed, had a tank push up, and started sniping anything that pursued. No, OFCRA is going to keep pinned, and Blue 4 is going to have time to actually move up. Oh, this is silly. Let's look at the rest of the map real quick. OFCRA doing a great job. They are going to move up with their BTRs, though, to try to push this open area. I think they have this tank right here trying to do long-range support.
I've lost visual of them now.
Yeah,
But they've lost visual at this point because they're just too far. I get why he's over here, though. He wants to overwatch to hit the ridge from the other side. But if that's the point, then... Yeah, this tank is directly supporting this infantry. It's so silly! They could still get a snipe on this T-34, though. So it won't be a total loss, but... Definitely a mismanagement. Could have been done better. Now, the interesting thing here is we have Blue 4 ground command overwatching this position on his own. And I guess he's watching for the OFCRA to come across, so he might actually start spotting OFCRA coming in, and Blue 4 might quickly reposition their forces to deal with a southern attack. I know, Slashy. I mean, we'll see it tomorrow. Keep that win streak going. We'll keep cheering you on. Wink. Oh, this is funny. Right under their freaking nose. I randomly have the hiccups. I'm not a fish. Liru, you are not a fish. You're not a fish, Liru. Stop hiccuping. God damn it. Yeah, I like them in my mouth. I gotta appreciate the stealth here. Oh my god, I can't commentate with hiccups. 1 second. Oh my freaking god.
Why are you like, what are you waiting for, man? You fucking gave me that, like, you know those two guys, black guys, they're looking at each other. You still fucking sidewalk glitch. Sidewalk glitch. What the fuck? Huh? You sidewalk glitch. You're like moving normally.
Means
but
he
you're
double
holding
tapped his E key.
Oh, what? Now you're not. Why you fix it? You were glitch, like super glitch. Glitch here. Exploit.
Oh my god. I hate having hiccups while I stream. Well, I'm trying everything right now. And it's not working. I'm drinking water, but it's just ignoring the fact that I'm drinking water. Like, as soon as I swallow, it still hiccups me. Oh. There we go. Turret's disabled. Oh my god.
Still repairing.
I have to mark,
So they're gonna mark the position of that tank. Oh my god. I think my body's just become resistant to the methods I use to get rid of hiccups because I'll try everything and it still won't work. I just have to suffer. Oh, man. Yeah, that T-34 certainly tanked a few rounds there. I'm not sure if they'll be able to repair it, though. It might be able to.
They're in this bush. That shot was... I'm right next to them.
Well, he gets one. Oh yeah, if I hold my breath for the rest of my life, I'll get rid of those hiccups, right? God damn it. Hey, Bog, what's up? Fucking hell!
I think I got one. I don't know. Where are you guys at?
Can't even hold my breath. Nothing is working. God fucking damn it. I already tried that one. Yeah, just put a pillow over my face. That'll fix it. I don't know what those shots were for. I do love how they stole. This is what bugs me too. Sam had an HE round, the frag round. So he could have used that too from the frickin'... it's so silly. Watching people have the tools to succeed and still failing. I do agree it is a little suspicious that Twig would walk right on top of him and sight him in, but I don't know. We'll leave that up for the devs to decide. I don't know what they're occasionally shooting for, but oh well. I'm just gonna live with this, I guess. Alright, so up for moving along.
What?
Haven't done a lot of moving here. I want to check Flip for Flap here. He's just watching this valley here. This is my life now. I tried every method I know and nothing worked, so... I'm not doing a spoonful of vinegar. That's nah. No. AT gunner kicked off. These guys staying back. We got Flux playing from Pepega.
Just designating yourself. I'm running now. And you run crowds all the way.
Yeah, man, make it.
Good. Next person follow me. You should be able to.
I don't remember total.
Guide yourself with the trick. Just follow my footsteps.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Alright.
Okay. Good? Oh my god. Ready?
Yep. That didn't work either. Great. I'm actually screwed. Because no one wants to hear this. It's already hard enough for me to do quick commentary. I get out of breath because I have a giant scar in my left lung, and now we have this. Add hiccups for flavor. Jesus, my frame rate just died for half a second. Oh my god. Yeah, I had pneumonia at a young age, and it screwed up my left lung, so I have diminished oxygen capacity. Which is why I'm not the best diver, fun fact. Scaring me has never worked for hiccups, unfortunately. Which it's not scaring, it's provoking a fight or flight response. And it's unfortunately never worked. I'm trying to figure out where OFCRA put their D30 battery. Oh, that's brilliant. I knew this would happen.
Z górki. Jeszcze raz.
One more push. Fuck!
Dawajcie. Ej, no kto ciągle wychodzi? O! O!
Oh my god.
Widać, co się działo. O, jedzie ktoś. Czekaj, nie.
Siadamy od razu
Yo.
do tego złomu?
Copy that. Do auta. Dobra, to patrzę. Nie, no na lądzie.
Okay. I think my body has remembered that it's not a freaking fish. So it stopped. All right? It stopped. Yeah, when I tab over and, like, at certain angles, my frame rate just dies. What the hell? What? No! No, I just got rid of you. You're not a fish. You're not a fish. You're not a fish. You're not a fish. Fuck!
No, bueno, espérate bien, mejor si puedo, espérate.
Fish Team 6.
Espérate.
Ah, this sucks.
Espérate.
Thanks, Open I do know.
Espérate.
What are you drawing? What are you drawing? Don't do it. Don't do it. No! Fine hip-ups.
Rentrer dans une nation qu'on n'est pas du tout en train de regarder. Alors, je pense que... C'est surtout que là, on a beaucoup trop d'azimut à faire.
It would be a micro one, I know. God damn it. Tank seems to have been, nope, still disabled. I'm not doing vinegar. Guess we're all gonna freaking suffer. Alright, OpFor's trying to set some Overwatch elements. I'll give them some proper recon, but I'll also probably get them spotted. So they might be coming off of that ridge. If they could get the T-34 up there, that'd be a pretty good Overwatch spot, but tough in the open. That would imply that I have some lights. It is decriminalized in Virginia, though, but again, I'm not really much of a smoker because I have a giant scar in my lung. God damn it. Zam, if you ever come near my house, I will... I'm not going to call the police. I'm just going to call a private security firm and they can deal with you. But mama didn't raise no bitch. That's one good way to put it.
¿Sabes por dónde están?
Estoy mirando un posible contacto. Ellos están mirando otro.
Ah.
I think they've actually spotted some of the infantry coming up. Possibly. This actually sucks. Was that a bad frag? Sounded like a bad frag. No, these are Willie Pete. It is an artillery piece. It is a D30 with Willie Pete rounds so it doesn't blow the generator up. Oh, that's terrifying. There is a pilot slot, Falcon. But I would prefer you not to be the one flying. Because then I have to put things down that'll probably murder the infantry. So, you drink all you want, buddy. Heard something launch.
Nie, do trzeci nie ma potrzeby. Zobacz tylko, czy ludzie wysiadają.
They have a guided AT launcher, and that just smoked something down here. They just smoked one of the T-72s. Yeah, some angles I look at just murder my frame. Jesus. So we have OPFOR advancing at multiple different fronts here. We're going to just have a massive concave attack, but some groups are going to start assaulting earlier than other groups.
Dawidok, ustawiaj się, Dawidok, ustawiaj się.
This AT position's immediately under threat. They need to move it.
Ej! Upsi! Tu, pod nami, pod nami, pod nami.
Yeah, they have a sit-down guided launcher.
Tak mi się wydaje.
This infantry group might be able to get right on top and flank it, though. If it doesn't fall over.
Widzę.
Gdzie?
Oj kurwa, pojazd, szybko, ATGM!
Gdzie? Gdzie masz go?
I think they're talking about infantry right on that ridge, so they're going to immediately displace. Bad spot for Blue 4, because this force can immediately come around and flank. Did they just noob tube that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that's 4 kills. Brutal and effective. Death to the MPLA. Oh my god.
Ej, jest Petera, uwaga!
Now the OPFOR flank. That's the BTR-60 destroyed. OPFOR is going to get right on top of this position, immediately killing that gunner. Oh no, that's a PPSH with a drum magazine. Everyone's already dead. My god. And now OPFOR is shooting their own forces on top of that. That's brilliant. Now we have some long range fighting over here. I think that's the 113s plinking up here with the 50 cal. We'll see if the KVTV on the BTR-60 returns fire. It does. I think there's 2 113s firing. Ooh! Man was chunked, but seems to still be kicking. At least I'm not one of those people that have the really loud, obnoxious hiccups. I know a few of those. Gazog comes up and Gazogs somebody. I want to see if OPFOR is going to steal this turret and then use it against hostile armor in the zone. We also have another 50 caliber here. All right, I thought that was another 113. But it turns out Blue 4 did have some statics. You got Croppo like perfectly hiding here. Alright, so with the main assault going, we'll see if he's able to come around and get some hits on the rear line. this a vehicle rush? The issue we're going to run into is this Blue 4 group is now going to be completely out of position to really support that side. We have AT fired. M72 Law, I think it was a near miss, because that should have caused it to go catastrophic. But we have a Blue 4 T-34 in play. Ooh. Will we see an AT launch? Nope, it might be out of ammo. Blue 4 coming down here. They got a bazooka ready. Bazooka. Huh. That took a second. Grenades being thrown down as well. There's being shot over though. Solek, the one man that could. And now he couldn't. I caster cursed at him. Well. He tried. He saw. He conquered. He got conquered. Easy. Now I got the 34 coming around. AT fired was short. They had an opportunity at the 34, but 34 is pushed off. I wonder if they could actually put it on the ridge and use it to hit the power generators. But let's see, you got a guy over here coming around. Who's winning so far? Hard to say. It could really still go either way. We'll see if the gunner keeps coming around. Oh, he does not. One-man security. Meanwhile, OFCRA have started assaulting this position. And the 113 with multiple grenades. They have a lot they need to hit, but Blue 4 so spread out, they could actually defeat Blue 4 in detail here. You're seeing Blue 4 getting knocked out left, right, and center here as this force keeps assaulting. I say it's leaning on Blue 4 to lose, but again, could really go either way. The hiccups are winning. Ain't that a bitch? Something's starting to feel sore in my diaphragm, though. That's what I'm worried about. Because it's not stopping. This is, I think, the longest hiccup fit I've had in a while. I know it's my muscles. That's a good question. I mean, they both have older era equipment, like World War II and Korean War-esque, but it's also Ethiopia and Somalia. So, for all I know, it could be modern day with just whatever reserves they have. This could be a resource war in modern day for all I know. Oh god, grenades been blowing away some bodies here and then some. But yeah, they're actually pushing Blue 4 out of their fortifications. Blue 4 have just turned around to hold what they can. AG, that's, wow. So this is that static they stole. It has a very quick reload rate. He just used it to hit a bunch of infantry in this bunker and actually killed one and knocked two out. Tank's in a bit of a bunker there trying to move. But OFCRA now doing the mistake of coming out in the open and getting immediately suppressed. Artisan coming around, taking out who he can. Still manages to blow him away. Risbo's got an M60. I think he was spotted, though. Back in Echo, thanks to the 813 sub.
It stops hiccups.
I've done the vinegar method. It's never worked for me. So I'm not going to try it for another time. Oh, stop short. Rizbo, I think, noticed, but he's a bit late to actually turn to his left and check. Oh, I've tried holding my breath multiple times, but I have to commentate, so... Oh well, I guess I'm gonna fucking suffer. Maybe if I pound my diaphragm like a gorilla, you know, it's like hitting the old 80s TV, that'll help reset it. M60 blowing Bluck away. Oh, that's the tank firing up here. You can hear the ricochet of that round. How do you join these? Do exclamation point OFCRA. The command is in the title, and you'll be able to play next week's op. So Blue 4 have come around. I guess they were hunting for that I keep calling it an AGS. It's not an AGS. An AGS is a grenade machine gun. This, I think I forget the exact name of it, but it looks like they took it with them. Nope, they left it here. It's probably out of ammo. So now they've just gone on foot to move up. Is this Seismo over here? Did he finally come around in full? Yes, he did. Chucklehead. Yeah, it's a toe of some sort. It just has a specific name. Yes, the RBS 70. That's it. Thank you. These guys have weekly ops. OFCRA runs every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wonder if we're going to see some marksman fire. Again, it's difficult because both numbers seem pretty even. Looking at the roster here, Op4 seems to have a bit of a number advantage to Blue 4, but Blue 4 still have the tank actively working with them. And I think the T-34 is trying to snipe vehicles on the north that are coming in, such as the transport truck, the D-30, and the other T-72. But Seismo comes in, blows 3 people away. Now ain't that something? I don't know, the hiccups just won't go away. I've tried everything to stop it, so show must go on. F it.
Rotate. Make sure you don't expose to that hill.
F and F, you can just show up.
Enemy audio or audio?
And that's exclamation point F and F. Every Friday they run 6 missions in 2 branches. One's public, one's private. Early branch, the EU branch is public. The late branch, the NA one is private.
Don't overexpose on your backside. Still bad pieces behind.
So we have the other T-34 coming around. I want to check it real quick, though, because I want to see if the turret's still disabled. I think it is. We start an RPG launch. Looks like it damaged the body partially. More AT rounds are missing point blank. What do you got left, dude? There you go. Man, he'll get it maybe. What was that, 3 misses? I think that was 3 misses. Now he's dropping the launch because he had AT. Oof. Tank's oblivious, which is even funnier. Oh, now they're gonna get pushed by Blue 4 on the rear. There goes one. Retaliatory fire by Zixme on 5 kills. Realizing he might be in trouble. A few well-placed grenades, though. That'll set a nice deterrent. Oh! What a Mark 14 by Marcus gets him. Had some fire back here by Bob Winchester, but we got Mike coming in here. Tom's trying to stop him as Bob is now going to hold a one-man war with an M1 Garand. Try to confuse weapon PID.
Send in GOAT Team.
We'll see how far he gets.
Now.
Where is my beautiful streamer?
I don't know. Bloodwind's upstairs working, Army, but thanks for the 4-month resub nonetheless. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you like hiccups. Yeah, so this group's gonna come down to the village area here. But, yeah, Got some long-range fire that sounds like a KBTV from a BTR. Yeah, all the way back here. Looks like OPFOR has mostly taken this ridge. They're forcing Blue 4 to reconsolidate on the radar position. That's going to be Blue 4's last stand because they know if they hold this position for the hour, they're fine. Interestingly enough, though, they might actually hold it. But if it's at the cost of all their infantry, it's not going to be worth it. Round's going way over as OPFOR advances in the open. Oh, Army. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, so that tank's going to be distracted by the infantry down there, not really doing much to assist on this fight. They just deaded a vehicle. Was that the transport truck? Yes, it was, but OPFOR fully dismounted it. So if Blue 4 hold for another few minutes, they'll actually get the points for those power plants. So at that point, OPFOR just needs to wipe the remainder of Blue 4, hold that objective to win. And get all 6 points, which means they also need to find and eliminate the enemy Blue 4 commander, and Flip's probably not going to turn himself in, so. This game might honestly just end in a draw. See something smoking down here. I think that's just a smoke grenade, yep. We got elements of Romeo coming up. We have a T-34 trying to align itself to hit an MTLB in the rear because its gun's disabled. They might actually be able to get it though, because they're distracted by the MTLB's track noises. But they're gonna basically have to get like right on top of it. Oh my god, they actually got it with the ricochet! They got it with the ricochet! That's incredible. That is actually incredible. The turret is down, but not out, gentlemen. But here, look at this oh my god. This OPFOR attack doing massive casualties. OPFOR have a few minutes left. They could still get the power plants and make it all over. There's the double tap by the tank gun. This could go anywhere. Oh! He has to reload! And then he gets dropped by Purple Tony! Oh! This is just a mess. There's the double tap. Dodges every shot. Runs right into a PKM gunner. And the PKM gunner decides to hold the trigger down. I think Blue 4 are going to be able to hold by the skin of their teeth. That gunner gets taken out by a grenade. A few more coming up, but there's like a minute and a half remaining for the points to be tallied. That T-34 charged back. I think the PKM gunner just got hit as well. So normal OFCRA, yeah, right? Mark 14 got thrown up here. Twig doing his best to pick people off. Excuse me. The hiccups add to the suspense, yeah, right. Blue 4 folding their remaining forces. They're down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Well, no, 10, 11, 12 if you count all the forces on the outside.
Is your tank still alive?
Oh my god. Artisan tried to take a 1919 A6. Didn't work. BTR is trying to fire into the trench lines right here. Wait a second. Alright, yeah, so completed by Blue 4. So Blue 4 has 5 points on the board. So the only way OPFOR can win now is getting the 3 points from the village hospital, getting 2 points from keeping at least 8 of their members alive, and 1 point for finding and killing Blue 4's commander, and I don't think they're going to get that. So I think this is at least going to be a tie game. And if it's a tie, then we just refund everything. Because I don't see Flip for Flap going into the AO and risking that. OPFOR just didn't have the time to commit all their forces. They got a second wave coming. And what just slowed them down was the terrain, in all honesty. Because I think this second wave is going to clear out the rest of Blue 4. Bull. And if Blue 4 wants to win, they have to go down and take that village area, which is probably not going to happen. From a flanking force of OPFOR coming up. And the remaining Blue 4 are just going to be taken down. It's a draw. Again, Flip has no reason to come into the AO. God damn. That server desync hurts though. And that's it. That's GG. It's, again, by official definition, a draw, because now OPFOR is going to get 2 points because they at least have 8+ players left alive. We have the tank now pushing in on a suicide charge. OPFOR certainly has more than 8 people, so they'll get that. Their tank's firing at the Blue 4 tank, so a bit of miscommunication there. They need to instead bring the tank around to go deal with this T-34. I'm going to laugh my ass off that T-34 has one more surprise for the 72 over here. But yeah, that tank might have actually just killed friendlies because friendlies were around it and might have exploded, so that's even better. Yeah, red on red's always an option. Yes, honey. No, no, you don't have to hydrate me. No, no, no. Stream should be done in a few minutes, hon, and then I'll help with dinner. I'll finish cleaning the kitchen, okay? Love you, baby. But that's it, because 5 points for the radar for Blue 4, 5 points for Op 4 for having more than 8 people alive, 2 points, and then the village, 3 points. That's it. Tie game. And Flip for Flap, the enemy commander, he's showing no signs of actually moving. And Ivno also stayed in the back line as well to make sure Blue 4 didn't get that 6th point. So Blue 4 has no other opportunities to score. The little tank that could. They still have the front machine gun. They just killed someone with the front machine gun. Ow! Are they gonna drive off into the sunset now? That's funny as hell. Bloodwing is my cure-all. That's how it works. Yeah, so that tank's just gonna yonder off in the distance, but there's no way a damaged tank is gonna take this AO back. They're just gonna bring the Op 4 tank around and do it. With assets pulling back as Blue 4 does its quote-unquote tactical retreat, I am going to call it here. It is a draw. Based off of the point tallies, it is a draw. So we'll cancel the prediction, and everyone will get their points back. But otherwise, next stream will be in 2 hours. Which will be the POG 40K stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and hopefully I'll see you in 2 hours.